We have returned. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. I have some dates coming up that I do want to share with you really quick. December the 28th will be the show's 2000th show, number 2000. And I remember when we hit 1,000. It was a big, big deal. But 2000, it's been a rough row. So, you know, it's kind of a great thing. And we're going to do something. I don't know what. But it's landing on a Friday. And then I wanted to let you know, you've been very good about enjoying the Constitution Trivia Days, and we will have another one of those on December the 12th. Somebody will win a free game just in time for Christmas. So that'll be December the 12th, and we'll have Pam and Dave Barrett back on, and we'll give away one of the Constitution Quest games. Trivia. And then a special show that's coming up with Pat Michaels, December the 7th. And Daniel Turner will be there as well. He'll be here with us. And we are going to talk about the hoax of climate change, global warming, the truth in the data that they don't want you to know. So he's going to be here on the 7th. And that is a Friday, so I'm taking away one of your Fridays. But he's going to be here on the 7th. And then we'll be back on the 10th, which is Monday. And we will open the phone lines up on Monday for questions or comments. And so it'll be back-to-back as two-part series. And I was just really impressed with Pat when I saw him on Mark Levin. And I said, we need him. And I mentioned that to Daniel, and Daniel went after it. So Daniel, we give him credit for booking this guy. I'm really excited about it. And Jim Studer, that was here yesterday, will be back on December the 20th. And I wanted to mention, as we talked about life here, or as I'm getting ready to talk about life, that I do still have my Cries from the Womb T-shirt for $15. And if you order that for $15, you'll also receive 10 of the ribbons to give away. Just to remind people to think about what's going on. Before we get on to some of the information I have on life, I wanted to talk a little bit about, and this kind of goes back with what we had yesterday with Jim Stuber. President Donald Trump is pretty upset with the feds raising interest rates one more time. I can't talk. I sound like Elmer Fudd. Raising the interest rates again. And he's more than just a little upset with them. And he's very upset with GM for what they have done. And he's thinking up some stuff to punish them for what they have done, because they have reaped a lot of benefits. They have taken, but they're not willing to give back. So this is something we're going to watch unfold. He said there's great disappointment that it seems like GM would rather build its electric cars in China rather than in the United States. This is coming from Kudlow. We are going to be looking at certain subsidies regarding electric cars and others and whether they should apply or not. Can't say anything final about that, but we're looking into it. Currently, consumers who purchase a fully electric vehicle are eligible for $7,500 federal tax credit. The credit begins to phase out after an automaker sells 200,000 eligible vehicles, such as the Chevrolet Bolt electric car. Some members of Congress have proposed raising the cap or otherwise extending the credit, including Senate Finance Chairman Orrin Hatch. He's a Utah Republican, and Senator Dean Heller of Nevada, where Tesla operates a large battery factory. Heller, a Republican, lost his re-election bid this month to Democrat Jackie Rosen. You know, it's all about that almighty dollar. So I guess that's the only way to rule them, is to hurt them in the dollars. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm not an economist, so I can't really tell you what's going to happen. But I know the president's not happy with the feds. He's not even a little bit happy, not one little bit happy with the president of the Fed that he put in place, Powell. I go to a site and I get their emails called lifenews.com. That's all it is lifenews.com. There's a university in New Jersey that is now refusing to allow Chick-fil-A. You know, on these universities, they have the little McDonald's and these and that and those and these and, you know, all these little restaurants. But they're refusing to allow Chick-fil-A on the university campus as a restaurant because of their stance on abortion or against abortion, their pro-life stance. So because they value life, they're not going to be allowed on this university campus because it's just too controversy. Life is too controversy. It says the school sent an email to students on November the 1st, however, that told them Chick-fil-A's corporate values have not sufficiently progressed enough to align with those of Ryder. There are a number of factors that contribute to a campus decision to invite a retail partner on campus. While Chick-fil-A is among other restaurants preferenced by Ryder students, there are members of the community, faculty, staff, and students who strongly oppose the option as well. Julia Pickett did not think the decision was fair, according to the campus reform. I think that the administration of Ryder felt that having Chick-fil-A on campus would cause unwanted controversy and felt that the easiest fix was to find another restaurant, Pickett said, according to campus reform. I wish they would be honest about it, though, instead of just trying to cover it up as a deep offense to the school. Chick-fil-A has been under fire since 2012 when the CEO, Dan Cathy, defined marriage between a man and a woman. It was ranked the number one fast food restaurant. But they're not allowed to have an opinion. They're not allowed to have a stance on life or marriage. Any kind of a Christian stance is not progressive enough. We've not progressed enough to allow them on our campus. Once they give up that silly thing about life being sacred and marriage being between a man and woman, maybe then we'll think about eating one of their chicken burgers. They really do have good chicken, by the way. Not open on Sundays because of their faith. Well, there are some lies that we hear about Planned Parenthood. Now, you know Planned Parenthood's probably really close to that campus because they have a lot of pregnancies on the university campuses. And those girls need to be taken care of. So that's probably allowed, while Chick-fil-A is not allowed because they really care about these young girls and these children. So it's interesting, don't you think, that the freedom of religion and freedom of speech, if it's not progressive enough, it's not allowed. It's out the door, out the window. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. Well, there are 4 lies that Planned Parenthood likes to tell people about abortion. It says the new head of Planned Parenthood, Dr. Leanna Wen, stated in a recent interview that she intends to expand the organization's services and reach. If by expand she means services other than abortion, then more power to her because, you know, they don't do mammograms, folks. They don't do mammograms. We're going into a break. I hear this music. There's 4 lies that they want you to believe. And I'm going to tell you right now that they're lies. 877-895-5410 is the number to call. If you don't stand up for life, and you don't stand up for your rights, your liberties, now your children will have none in the future. 877-895-5410, and we will be right back.